Okay. Did anyone write the algorithm for any of the tasks?
Yes, I did one
Okay.
only.
It's fine, Nadia. Anyone else? Okay, great. Okay, yeah. Let me open the Word document. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. Now, first, I want to ask one thing. What is 1 into 1?
One,
One,
Okay. And what is 1 uh, plus 1?
two,
two,
Okay. Good, good, good. Okay. And what is 2 into 2?
four,
four,
Okay. And what is 2 plus 2?
four,
four,
Okay. And what is 3 into 3?
nine,
nine,
And 3 plus 3?
six,
six.
Okay. Now, my question here is for 1 into 1, it is 1. So, why can't it be 2 into 2? Why can't it be 2? And for 3 into 3, why can't it be 3? And let's say uh, 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Okay. 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Okay. Here, then why can't it be 3 plus 3 equal to, what do you say? Yeah. 3 plus 3 equal to 9.
Because, for example, three
Hmm.
times three is like three times, but three plus three is only three two times. Two times three, like is not three times three.
Okay.
Three is repeated only two times, to
Mm-hmm.
become six. Three plus three, but if it's like three times three, it means three is repeated three times.
Okay. 3 plus 3, you're saying 3 plus 3 equal to 6. So, it is repeated only twice.
Yeah, it's three two times is repeated. Yeah, twice.
But I don't see it. If it is repeated two times, then this is only one three which is getting repeated. Then if I add one more three, then it should be 9. Okay,
Nine.
then
Yeah.
yeah, then I'm repeating 2 times 3 here. This is what I'm repeating 3 two times. This is not this when I say only 3 plus 3, then I'm repeating it only once.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay, no worries. I'll now let me say why did I ask this question? Okay, let me say why did I ask? Did I start recording? Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank God. Okay, why did I ask this? Sorry, not recording. Why did I ask this questions? Okay, this this is what we learned. Okay, we learned two table, three table, one table, where one plus or additions we learned in this way, but we never went into logic, like why exactly it is 3 into 3 equal to 9, and 2 into 2 equal to 4, and 2 plus 2 equal to 4, and 1 plus 1 equal to 2, or 3 plus 3 equal to 6. Sorry, let me keep it 6 here. Okay, we never went into the logic of this. We just we In our schooling we learned tables, we learned addition, and we passed our exams, but we never went into logic. Why is this we should write in this way, and why is this valid, and why is this not valid? Okay, so why exactly this is very important? I mean, not this one is important. Okay, why exactly I'm saying to understand anything is important? Because in programming, right, in programming you need to understand the logic. If you don't understand the logic, okay, if you don't understand the logic, then it will be really hard for you to write any program. If someone says for you to write a program, to add two numbers, then it will be really difficult for you to write if you are very new to programming. If you are very new to programming, then if someone says, "Can you please write a program, write a program or write a program for adding two numbers," then you might directly say 2 plus 3. Okay, here I'm adding two numbers. This is what I need to write. But in programming, this is, this we are defining. We will be writing the logic for this. Here we know, okay, to add two numbers. So this, in this way we can add two numbers. But in when you're using programming, or when you're converting that program, your thought into coding, then it is where you're using a logic. This is a very simple thing. Okay, this is a very simple thing. But I'll be giving a task at the very end where i I really want everyone to write that particular thing in algorithm, like how exactly you will be using your logic. Okay, so we just read. Okay, we just read like what exactly what exactly is mostly required. We never get deep into logic. That is where developers get deep into logic, and they understand, okay, what exactly needs to be done, and why exactly needs to be done, and how exactly needs to be done. Then they convert that thinking part into coding. Okay, so that is the reason there is a difference between programming and coding. Okay, now, okay, let me come here, and let me, okay, take in here. If I scroll up to the very top, okay, no, 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 no. Okay, yeah. So as I said, coding versus programming. What is programming and what is coding? When you ask a developer, okay, he says, I'm writing code. He never says I'm programming, I'm writing code. Because programming is nothing but, programming is involves thinking, problem solving, and organizing. Okay, this is what programming is all about. Coding is nothing but, it is just writing your code. It's writing code in any IDE or text edit or any notepad. Okay, so here comes Python, Java, any programming language. But when you're talking specifically about programming, then it is all about how you're putting your thoughts into logic, into problem solving, or organizing them. So that is what programming is thinking part. Coding is doing, writing the actual code. So that is where I said programming takes real long time. Because if I say to, can you please write a program where I need a nine table uh, to be displayed on the output, then that is where you think how you can write it. Once you get the programming concept clear, once you're thinking problem solving and organizing, and the thinking is clear, then you can place that in the actual code. You can write that in the actual code. So that is why there is a difference between programming and coding. Okay, now could you please let me know what is Google Meet? What is Google Meet?
Google Meet is a web application. It is a meeting application.
Web application.
Is
Okay,
it platform?
okay. And how exactly a web application? Google Meet is a web application platform. Okay. Now, can can I interact with you on Google Meet?
Yes.
Yes,
And can you interact with me on Google Meet?
yes.
Yes.
So what exactly is Google Meet here?
It is an API.
It's like an API. Yeah, it's like an API. So everything where our jobs, our tasks are made done by where we are interacting with the other system or other tool or other application, the medium, the bridge can be considered as an API. Now, uh, now can you tell me what is an API when you're charging your phones? What acts as an API when you're charging your phones?
Charger.
Recharger?
Charging
Correct.
percentage.
Charging percentage.
Sorry, charger.
Charging
Charger.
percentage. Okay. Yeah, charger. The charger, which is the medium, which is an interface between the electricity board and yeah, the switchboard. Sorry, not the electricity board. The switchboard and your phone. Okay. Um, so now we understand, right? Like APIs or act like APIs are used everywhere. And what is the difference between programming and coding? Now we understand. So we take lot of time in programming, okay, not in coding. Okay, coding takes very less time. In order to understand, develop our skills, problem solving or thinking or anything, organizing or making the flow correct, that is what programming is all about. It's not coding, it's programming. Okay, now what else did we discuss on in the last session? Yeah, algorithm. Yes, I did say algorithm. Only one has done it. Okay.
Ashish,
Um,
I also prepared.
sorry.
I also prepared algorithm.
Okay, great, great.
I sent
Okay,
you on WhatsApp.
okay, great. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Mm, now we'll come to that algorithm. Why exactly I requested you all to write the algorithm. Okay. Uh, I will come to that part. And what else did we discuss? Yeah, JavaScript is a programming language. It is no more a scripting language. It is a programming language, and we will be learning JavaScript for Postman API automation testing, REST APIs, Postman REST APIs automation testing. And now coming back to this programming thing. Okay, now what is a computer actually? Okay, now I have one question. Uh, is a computer intelligent or dumb?
Computer is dumb
Why?
because we are giving some input, like we are setting what
Hmm.
we know, then it is giving that answers only, what we are feeding it and what we are like giving actually according our thinking,
Uh,
what we put inside computer, that only computer gave to us.
Perfect. Yes, computers are dumb. So, what instructions we give, they follow it, and they give us the output. Okay, great. So we are clear on that too. Now, what is a computer actually? Why did coding get invented? How do computers understand instructions? These all we don't need it. We know that computer understand instructions only in zeros and ones. We all know that, right? Like it's a binary code. I mean, it's on and off. Actually, zeros and it's not zero and
Yes.
ones. It's on and off. Okay, and what are the core concepts you need to hear? Okay, this is what I was talking about. Why we need these core concepts? Because algorithms, once you know the algorithm, then you can write the logic. Once you write the logic, this when you're writing this logic, that is where you will be using the data, which might be numbers, text, boolean, anything. Okay, and then the control flow, we will come to this when we talk about programming, if else and loops and all those things, and abstraction, problem solving. That is the reason algorithms are very important. Okay, if you see here in abstraction, then here it says make t. Okay, calling 100 steps, just make t. I mean, make t is one of the tasks. Okay, I'll not call this method or function as of now because we are not into programming yet. So it is just a task. Okay, make t is a task. So how are we making t? As we have written in the last video, like turn on the gas cylinder, turn on the gas stove. So everything which we have written, it is a step by step recipe to solve a problem. That is where algorithms comes into picture. Once you know the algorithms, then you can jump into logic and you can use your data and control flow. So please do not ignore algorithms. And it is not only for this. Okay, algorithms will not be only helpful for, what they say, for Postman API testing. It will be helpful for everywhere, wherever you are using automation. And every programming language syntax, rules, set of rules or syntax, or what all concepts or solid or any is might be different, mm, or maybe different, but algorithm will be the same for every programming language. Making t task will, the steps which you're writing for making tea will be the same for every programming language. There is no difference. There is no difference at all. That is the reason we need to concentrate on writing algorithms. And we you nowadays software is used in every product. Okay, every product, every I mean, it's not only web applications. We are using software everywhere. And you might get into some of the companies where the software is used to create microwave ovens, or some device which automatically creates like a coffee machine. So that is where, if you don't know the flow, how exactly it works, or how exactly we need to implement our algorithm or logic, then you will come into trouble where it will be really hard for you to write a logic. So it's not only web applications. Okay, you're not only testing web applications, it's not only testing APIs, it's not only testing any other like database or mobiles. Nowadays, the what they say, the com uh, the competency. Okay, what do you say? It's like hard. Everyone are learning everything, so we need to be we need to be forward in each and everything. Okay. So the baseline is, if you know how to write the algorithms and solve a problem in step by step recipe, then it will be really easy for you to write write a code in any of the programming languages. It will be very easy. Okay, then you can think logic and everything comes into picture. Now, next, how programming evolved, we don't need. Is programming same as coding? Yeah, mostly yes, because but programming is bigger because thinking, designing, organizing, and debugging and maintaining the instructions comes into picture when it comes to programming. But coding is just writing the instructions. Like, you put your thoughts into code, nothing else, nothing else, just writing. Okay, thinking, planning, writing, fixing, everything comes into programming. So algorithm, logic, programming, these are the basements for before writing into coding. Now, is there any way, other way? Yeah, we don't need this. Okay, and now, okay, before programming, what how exactly people used to talk to computers? Okay, one was in this way. I mean, what they say, this binary code, which was really hard to remember, which was really hard to remember. So see here, this would spell hello inside a computer once decoded. So we need to understand, or we need to know all these, okay, all this sequence in order to just print hello in a computer. Just print hello. Okay, which was really hard, really hard for everyone. Then came assembly language. Okay, then came assembly language, which was also like, it was little tough, apart from scientists, and to understand, or to to write the code. So then, this is what, okay, after assembly language, then came, okay, everyone thought, okay, we need to have a more simpler way to make computer understand or do things what we want to do. Then came programming languages. Okay, or every programming languages was invented. Okay, one by one, slowly, one by one, every programming languages got invented. Okay, so any questions still here? We understood, we got to know what is programming and what is coding and what is the difference, and why programming got invented or created. Okay, so any questions? I know this is very basic, but still, I wanted this to be explained because these are the bases. Algorithm is a base, logic, how to write a logic is a base, and how to use your text, or that this these things these two things should be understood and should be maintained and should be learned first before jumping into programming or before jumping into writing code. Okay, when there is a complexity, or when there are complex programs given to you, and if you don't know how to write the logic of it, and if there is no one to help you, and there will be situations where there will be no one to help you, then yeah, there is chat gpt there. We have we have all these tools, but at times those can also not might help you at the extent. So that is where it comes with the experience. But algorithm, I think it is really easy to write. Okay, step by step recipe, we can write it easily. Okay. Hope there are no questions or there are any questions. Okay, great. Now coming to the part of programming. Okay. Here, before we jump into JavaScript, okay, this is what programming all about, which we have discussed. Okay, which we have all discussed. Now there are some common areas every programming shares. There are some common areas every programming shares. Uh, Programming language, sorry, every programming language shares, which are variables, if statements, arrays, loops, functions. But I'm not talking about these today. Okay, I'm really not talking about these today. What I want everyone to do is, okay, l- uh, write an algorithm. Okay, write an algorithm. Okay, where take numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, take numbers from 1 to 10 and no, use numbers, sorry, use numbers from 1 to 10 and take a number, take a number, take a number 2. Okay, so what you need to do is write an algorithm. First, it should be start, then stop. Okay, in between, first, okay, if a number, if a number from 1 to 10, okay, from 1 to 10 is divisible by 2, then he can have a chocolate. He can have a chocolate. Okay, right. If a number is from 1 to 10 is not divisible by 2, then he can have an ice cream. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep chocolate and ice cream. Okay, fine. And not divisible in the sense 1 divided by 2. I don't think so. The remainder is 0. Remainder is 1, I think 1.0.5. Yeah, something like that. 0.5. Okay, this is not divisible. This is not divisible by 2. Okay, 1 is not divisible by 2, right? But 2 is divisible by 2. Okay. Oh, sorry. Divisible
D.
divisible is equal to, we'll get the remainder as 0. Huh.
0.
Yeah. Here we don't get the remainder as 0.
0.5. 0.5 it was.
Yeah, it's not complete 0, right? It's not complete
Yeah.
0. Yeah. So 0.5.
Decimal.
Okay. So if a number is divisible by 2, he can have a chocolate. If a number is not divisible by 2, he can have ice cream. And if a number is divisible by 2, and also by the number previous number, then he or she, or it he or she can have both chocolate and pizza. Okay, let's go with pizza. I hope everyone loves pizza. I don't know. Okay. Okay. So we need to take a number which is 2. Okay. And we need to write, we need to check if 1 is divisible by 2 correctly. No, then it can have ice cream. If 2 is divisible by 2, yes, then it can have chocolate. Then for this, I'll give an example. Okay, which one I can give? Okay, 6. Okay, 6. 6 is divisible by 2, which gives as 0, right? And the previous number, which is 3. Okay, 6 is also divisible by 3 equal to 0. So here it can have chocolate and pizza. So I need this algorithm to be written. Okay, take time, uh, think how can you write it, and simple steps. Okay, repeat. I know that it will be repeated, the steps will be repeated, or because we are writing from 1 to 10, so many steps will be repeated. Okay, don't use this equals to and these signs. Okay, if you want to use it, you can use it. If you know the mathematical, yeah, definitely you'll be knowing it, so you can use it, or you can just say, yeah, use it. I want it to be used. Okay, so if then he can have ice cream, um, then he can have pizza. And what else? What else? Huh. Okay. He can have ice cream. Okay. If a number divisible by 2, then he can have a chocolate. Okay. Or uh no, I don't want to make it more complicated. Okay. Yeah, this is all I want you to do. Uh, everyone understood, right? What to do? What is the task?
Ashish,
Yeah.
this number from 1 to 10, it means we divide by, like you said, you started from 6. 6 is divisible by 2. Why didn't start from like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
No, we will be starting from 1. We
Oh,
should
yeah.
be starting from 1. I just gave an example. I mean, this this example was for 2 and the previous number which we used. The previous number. I mean,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's okay, okay. Understood.
understood?
You to
Yeah.
explain previous, what does it mean by previous? Divided
Yes.
by previous number. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes. So if you say there's another example like 8. 8 is divisible by 2. Okay. Divisible by 2 and 2 and also by and also by and
Not
also
not
by
by 4, but
yes,
not 3.
yes. So we need to check this. Okay, we need to check this.
Oh. But this is not previous number because previous number is, oh,
Now we have completed 4, right? 4 we would have checked it, right? Okay, I think mm,
what you mean by previous number? Because here it does not make sense.
I understood your point. I think I need to okay, leave this part because I should not say previous number. Uh, okay, let's see. Okay, let me explain you here. For 1 to 10, right? And I need to divide by 2. Okay. So first I take 1, divide by 2. Okay. Not equal to 0. Then, so this one number is used. Number, one number is used. Okay. Now, I said 2 divided by 2 equal to 0. Okay. Here, we also need to check if, if, uh, 1 divided by 2 is already done. So now it will make more complicated. No, keep, let's leave this aside. I don't want to do this because there will be more conditions. Okay, I hope this is clear, right? Till here it is clear.
Yes.
Okay, till here it is clear, right? Okay, screen, screen, right? Okay. So everyone, can you please write this algorithm? This algorithm needs to be written, and yep. So I'll tell you why exactly this is required and why exactly it will be helpful for you in any programming or any coding or any logic. Okay. So use numbers 1 to 10, take a number 2 and start. If number 1 is divisible by 2, no, then if it is no, then he can have ice cream. If divisible by 2, then he can have chocolate. So do it from 1 to 10. I know the steps will be repeated, but yeah, uh, we will be coming to that part later. Okay, so that is all for today. That is all for today. Any questions, any doubts on the task?
No, no.
No, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will be coming, I mean, these all parts, the variables, if statements, arrays, not arrays, loops, functions, this all will be covered once you write these things. Once you write it, I'll let you know how exactly we are covering that. Okay. And the data types will also be covered in that. Operators, most of, I think arithmetic operators will be covered. Many things will be covered when you have written this logic, this algorithm. So that is the reason. I mean, I can directly jump into, okay, JavaScript, okay, JavaScript, nothing, JavaScript is nothing. We go with data types. Data types is what all data types we have: numbers, we have Boolean, we have what else? String. So these are the data types. So numbers is nothing, 1.5. These are numbers. Boolean is true, false, string. See, I can go with these things. Okay, and also I can say, okay, variables is nothing but containers. It's containers which holds data. This is fine. This is fine. It is for me to cover this JavaScript in this way. Then it might only take for me to weeks or 1 month. But I don't want to teach in this way, because I feel that this is not the right way to teach any programming language. Because when it comes to complexity, then you will be coming into trouble, and I really don't want that to happen. So we will be going with basics, and many are are at the very beginning stage of programming. They have never done programming. So considering everyone, I want to start and I want to progress in this way only. Okay, so yes, that is all for today, and
Thank
you're welcome. And any questions, any doubts? And
No.
we will be writing algorithm more. We'll be writing more and more algorithms uh, in our classes. I mean, in the tasks. But yeah, as of now, please start with this one. This is a basic one. Okay. So if it is
yes.
divisible by 2, chocolate. If it is not divisible by 2, then ice cream. Okay. It should be
Mhm.
equal to 0. Exactly equal to 0. Okay. Divisible. Okay. Great.
Okay.
Any questions again? Any doubts? And I'll be checking this algorithm not on Friday, Monday. Okay. Take time. Take time. Take time and write. Okay. Because I know it will not be possible. Many are occupied with many things at your place. So I don't want to give 1 day time. I'll be checking it on Monday. And it's really important. So please do write this algorithm. Okay. I'm stressing it more. Why exactly we need it. Okay. Great then. Have a lovely evening. Meet you all on Friday.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Asish. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
Ashik.